We often forget that the richest person in the world is also an absolutely epic troll. So today it was announced that Musk took a 9.2% ownership of Twitter. This makes him the largest shareholder of Twitter currently. So why did he go ahead and do this? Why did he go and buy 9.2% of Twitter valued at around $3 billion? Is it just a start? Is he going to buy more shares? Is he trying to actually save Twitter because he cares about it? In the past, he's hinted about starting his own social media. That makes me think that he may be thinking of Donald Trump, who started Truth Social, which is trading under the ticker symbol DWAC. And a lot of people were really high on this SPAC. They were investing a lot, even though it was just generating buzz. Trump is great at starting things, not really executing things. If you look at his past history, he's had a lot of flops, but he always garners a lot of attention, creates massive amounts of buzz in the beginning. So was Elon Musk trying to actually hurt DWAC? Because I think that this puts a dagger in whatever Trump is trying to do with Truth Social, because Elon Musk is a huge proponent of free speech. He's talked about it a lot. Even during the pandemic, he stood up to the government, he stood up to politicians, and he's against muzzling of free speech. Recently, he stated on Twitter that free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. Twitter, he suggests, is the de facto town square, and he just wasn't happy with how a lot of these social medias are handling free speech. Because again, free speech, freedom of speech, it doesn't protect regular speech, it protects inflammatory speech. And if there are governing bodies or de facto town squares that are going ahead and deciding what is appropriate and isn't appropriate, in my personal opinion, I champion free speech, and I think that's dangerous as well because it can be a slippery slope. But why did Elon Musk buy a stake in Twitter, a platform that he actually has criticized in the past? Is he trying to destroy DWAC? Is he trying to buy a massive amount? So right now it's a passive stake, but if he buys another 30-40%, he will actually have basically a takeover of Twitter. How hilarious would it be if this is one huge epic troll where he just buys more than half of Twitter and then reinstates Trump's Twitter account? And with Elon, you never know. Tomorrow, with just one tweet of never mind, he might go and dump half of his shares. No one knows where this is going. My personal opinion is he is probably going to keep building on his position, and that this 9.2% is just the start. I think he will keep building and building and building and potentially climb to a third ownership. If he goes over half ownership, that's just crazy. But again, he's the richest person in the world. And Elon Musk, he's definitely an entrepreneur. He definitely likes spontaneity and excitement, but he is a troll. Inside, he's a troll. You can see it with crypto. You could see it with Doge. You can see the stunts he pulled with Bitcoin and some of the other smaller cryptos. And so I believe that he's just bored and he's accruing massive amounts of wealth, and he wants some attention, but he wants to do it in a funny way. And it's great because everybody loves him. You can criticize him, you can be against some of the things he stands for, but you have to respect him. He is our Thomas Edison, our Albert Einstein of this generation. He's absolutely brilliant. He's changing technology, he's super innovative, and he's a winner. He's a champ. Whatever he touches, it turns to gold. Look at SpaceX. Look at Tesla. The numbers they just released on the amount of vehicles that they created is insane. Tesla will probably climb another 40-50% in the next couple of years. And he also transcends politics. I mean, if you remember, liberals really like him. The left loves him because he's environmentally friendly. He champions clean energy, right? The whole EV sector. That is a talking point of the left. The right loves him because during the pandemic, he stood up to big government. He didn't go and close down his factories. He actually rallied against it. He said, listen, I'm opening up the factories. If you want to arrest someone, come arrest me. And he's ballsy like that. He stands up for constitutional rights like freedom of speech, and the right loves that. They're all about it. They also like the fact that he moved to Texas. He's a Texas boy now, and Texas is like the biggest red state in the States. So it's crazy that he transcends politics, he transcends Reddit, he's like the meme king and also just this big epic troll. But also at Harvard Business School, they talk about him as being the greatest entrepreneur ever. So it's just amazing. I mean, to me, my theory on Elon Musk is he's like an alien, or he invented through Tesla a time machine 25 years from now, and he just came back to troll us, and he already knows what's going to happen, and he's just having some fun. But whatever it is crazy. My personal opinion, I think that Twitter may climb some more, and I wouldn't be surprised if this year, especially if he takes a higher stake, it doesn't start reaching the $70 mark. That was a huge resistance line over the past year. So now what I want to do is I want to jump in and show you guys some of the price action of Twitter and some of the price action of DWAC, because I think that the better Twitter does and the more of a stake Elon takes in Twitter, especially because he champions free speech, and the whole point of Truth Social and Donald Trump's attempt at starting a social media was to have a platform that champions free speech. And so if Elon Musk gets involved with Twitter, which is obviously huge compared to just basically a startup that just started really recently, doesn't have too much traction, which is Truth Social, I think it can get very, very interesting. And I think it will be a dagger in the heart of Truth Social. And remember, Donald Trump, he's looking at running in the next election. So how much will he actually be focused on the social media platform? I think it was just a thing to raise a bunch of money, make a lot of money for his friends and himself, and put some people in charge of it. But I don't think he's going to concentrate on the project too much. But I don't know. Perhaps I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are, and let's just dive in and take a peek at DWAC and Twitter's price action and some of the fundamentals. All right, so as you can see here, Twitter, which trades under the ticker symbol TWTR on the New York Stock Exchange, popped off 27.13% today, and after hours it grew another 1%. So currently it's 5:22 p.m. and the after hours price is $50.35. And although the 5-day chart looks absolutely insane, if you look at the 6-month chart or even the 1-year chart, you'll see that there is a resistance line here at $70 that Twitter couldn't blow past. And you can also see that this significant change that occurred today with an increase in stock price, on the 1 year, you're actually still down 22.1%. So if things continue to improve for Twitter and there are more catalysts, maybe Elon buys more stock, I can totally see this approaching $70 once again and seeing if there's going to be a resistance line there or if it can break through. That being said, one of the reasons is financial performance for Twitter stock not going to all-time highs and not aggressively rising further. If you take a look here on the annual, you could see that their revenue has been growing steadily and nicely, but their net income, their earnings, has been all over the place in the past 4 years. And we can also see that on the quarterly in September of 2021, they actually lost a massive amount. And in December 2021, it looks like they actually were in the positive quite a bit. But still, year over year change, it's down 18.2% when it comes to net income. When it comes to cost of revenue, that's up almost 20%. This is not something that you would like to see. It's not a very healthy indicator. However, revenue, which is important as well, has risen 21.6%. And so as you can see, the market cap is currently $31.47 billion. So it's not exactly a small cap, but there's definitely room to run. And then for giggle's sake, if we take a look at DWAC, you could see that it dropped 10% today, and in after hours it dropped another percentage point, bringing its market cap all the way down to $2.12 billion. You could see that the year range, its highs were $175, its lows was $9.84. Again, Donald Trump, highly controversial figure. He's great at causing a lot of buzz, at starting projects, not the greatest record at execution or seeing them through. And so let me know what you think in the comment section. And also, if you want me to do another deep dive into either DWAC or a deep dive into Twitter, I'll take a look at the income statements, we'll go over cash flows, balance sheets, we will take a look at some of the key statistics, ownership, short percentage, all that jazz. Let me know what you wish for me to cover next. I do it all on this channel, from crypto to stocks to options trading strategies.